Hello team, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be sharing with you one of the most powerful features in Excel called Flash Fill, or the keyboard shortcut Ctrl E. Flash Fill replaces the need for formulas in a ton of different scenarios when you're performing quick tasks. And today I'm going to show you a variety of different ways that the Flash Fill function or Ctrl E can assist you. Looking at our first example, generally speaking, if I wanted to use a formula to combine first and last name, I could use the concat formula. I would then enter in the cell for the first name, enter a comma. To get a space between the first and last name, I would have to enter a space in quotations, another comma, then the last name, and click enter. However, instead of using a formula in this case, if I simply type out the name John Smith, click the cell below, and press Ctrl E on the keyboard, Excel combines the remaining names for me following the pattern that I established. When you're using Flash Fill, make sure your column is adjacent to the data you're adjusting. Looking at our next example, I have full names listed as last name, comma, first name, and I want to separate these names into just first name and last name. If I head to the Data tab at the top, the Text to Columns feature would be able to assist me here. However, Flash Fill is going to be a lot faster. All I need to do is enter the first name of John, the last name Smith, click the cell below John and press Ctrl E, the cell below Smith and Ctrl E again, and my names have been separated. Flash Fill can also be used to reorder data contained within cells. And I've already formatted last name, comma, first name in cell C2, so if I click the cell below and press Ctrl E, my other names are combined following the same formatting. Another helpful tip is that you can generate employee emails using Flash Fill. You'll see I've already formatted the employee email address for John Smith following the standard for the company. If I click the cell below and Ctrl E, all the other emails are formatted for me, and you'll notice they're formatted as a hyperlink so I can click them and launch email. In another example, we have day, month, and year separated into columns, and I want to combine these dates in a month, day, and year format. The first cell is taken care of, so again I can press Ctrl E in the cell below. Following my pattern, the other dates are combined. Flash Fill can also help with formatting. So as you see in column A, I have example social security numbers all formatted into one string. And in column B, I've separated them into a standard format. I can use Flash Fill to format the remaining social security numbers. In another example, we can format phone numbers. In column A, I have combined phone numbers into one string, and in column B, I've typed out the formatting that I want. All I need to do is Flash Fill, and my phone numbers are formatted. For a few remaining examples, Flash Fill can also help you separate data from a text string. So in column A, I have employee names and their employee ID combined. In column B, I've typed out just the employee ID, and I can use Flash Fill or Ctrl E to get the employee ID separated from column A. Let's look at another example where in column A, I have a variety of employee data such as employee name, their hire date, and the department they work for. In columns B, C, and D, I've separated the employee name, hire year, and department. I can use Ctrl E underneath each of these columns to separate the remaining data. Before we wrap up, just to cover some of the limitations of Flash Fill, Excel does need to recognize the pattern you're looking to establish. You'll notice in column A in this case, I have employee names, but they include middle initials, and in Tim Dillon's case, the suffix of junior. So if I use Flash Fill on these columns, you'll notice that the last name showed up as junior for Tim because Excel was pulling in the last part of that string. Team, I hope you enjoyed these tips today. Please like and subscribe to the channel for future videos.